Greetings, human Spinningmantis here with Squirt Reynolds.
And the scuttling crab.
And the scuttling crab and the mama cat Astrid and the little baby cat Timo. I'm gonna try and mess with this crab.
It's gonna grab you by the mouth.
Got your crab. Won't let you walk to the crab area.
It's like, go investigate a murder.
There is no doubt about it. Bexhill has one of the most beautiful beaches in the area. Hastings appears to be ill at ease. He appeared to be relatively indifferent to Mrs. Asher's murder. The young woman's murder seems to be troubling him greatly.
It's like, I don't know. She's hot, and I feel a little bit of like...
I fear that this case is far from being solved.
Come on, Poirot. You'll find the killer.
Certes.
I've definitely
But
heard
how
that
many
sentiment
times will he kill before I do?
in like crime stuff. But yeah, no, I do.
How do you do,
Reinhardt,
gentlemen?
remember when the
Chief
kids were
Inspector.
killed? They were like, oh, he's
I
a
fear your
father.
admirer has struck again, Poirot. We haven't yet identified the
kinda
victim,
sad, like,
but it's a young woman,
Right.
20 to 25 years old. Death occurred last night between 11:30 and 1 o'clock.
What was she doing
we
out?
found an
Wearing that
ABC
bathing
guide.
costume.
Oh,
Was
she
she
asked
pretty?
for it.
Come on, Poirot. That's rather out of place. It has no bearing on the murder.
Are you certain? For women, it is often the most important thing. It often decides their destiny.
The body hasn't been moved. You can see for yourself.
Has the press been informed?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. I haven't yet informed them about the presence of the ABC guide in Andover.
Nobody has reported a young woman missing?
Not for the moment.
No witnesses, I imagine.
Indeed. We've asked everybody who may have met a young woman fitting her description last night to come and see us, but I have little hope of gaining anything from it.
It's early days, Chief Inspector, and the news may not have spread around the town yet.
I hope you're right, Hastings.
Crab seed. Yes, yes.
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock. A braided silk belt. It may have belonged to the victim. The young woman wasn't wearing shoes or a coat and was not carrying a bag. That's strange. Either the murderer stole her belongings or she put them somewhere safe. Maybe so that she could bath.
Oh,
These marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth. She was a great beauty. Strange that chap didn't notice it.
I'm sure you did. See.
The guide is open at the page for the Bexhill train times.
So maybe you walk looking at where the trains go.
Next one gonna be in Cambridge.
They're like, well, as long as they
Apart
stop
from the
and see.
marks on her neck, there are no signs of the struggle. She didn't manage to hit her assailant. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Push from behind. Alright, how was killed?
Braided silk belt.
The poor
How
child
was-
must have been strangled with
How
his
was she
braided belt. Unfortunately, in view of the fabric, it is unlikely that we will find any prints. Let us now
Well, maybe
try
she's
and get our
invested.
brain cells to work.
+5 ego. What are the common points between the Andover murder and Bexall? Are the crimes in murderer?
The medical officer should confirm that the victim was strangled with her own belt.
That's what I thought. She shows the usual signs of strangulation.
With a little luck, we'll find prints this time.
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Our killer is far too meticulous for that.
All right. Identify the victim. Identify the victim. Yeah, she was like changing me.
This hut is locked. This hut is locked.
It's weird numbering. 7, 9. Oh, we're gonna do a puzzle. Oh, she's got the key. Durr. Got it in her hands. It was a padlock key.
Oh,
she had.
You did grab it from her?
Oh.
No.
A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
Maybe it's in the ABC. Or maybe it's on. Oh, maybe it's the numbers.
715.
I was thinking it was gonna be the
Huts.
You still need to do with the
May have taken it.
even the hands pointing to the hole. Think.
New object, a small key. Wait. It's gone.
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock.
It's,
Won't
it's
you
not
take
there
it?
in her. It's not there in her hands anymore. I don't see it. Before you could like literally see it.
a dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
Now do it. I think maybe that's the It won't let me go into my menu. That's the thing. Oh, inventory. So annoying. Yeah?
This is left.
Left trigger and right stick. That's some. Yeah, it looks all good.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I guess you. Durr. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's very literal. It's okay. Lift it.
Shit.
It definitely was here that the victim left her belongings.
I went to a beach club when I was.
The purse is full. Yet again, we can dismiss theft as the motive for the murder. Here is the watch she must have removed to prevent it from getting wet. A top-brand lipstick. She liked to take care of her appearance. As well as a photo of the victim with some company. It could be useful to me. Betty's first day at work. Mom is very proud of you. Elizabeth Barnard, 7 August 1931. So, the young lady did have a name starting with B, and she worked as a ginger cat, an establishment that must be slightly further along the beach.
Alright.
Jap has gone to the police. The victim has been identified and her family had reported her disappearance. She was called...
Oh, really? I had to go through all
Elizabeth
that?
Barnard, mainly Betty. She worked as a ginger cat at the cafe slightly further along the beach.
But Poirot, how on earth?
Never mind. Do you have her address?
Yes, she lived with her parents
Never
on the
mind, I
street
just
leading
looked
to
at
the
her
beach, number 22. Shall we go?
You are far too impatient, Hastings. Let the poor people take in the news first. Let us go and visit the cafe where Betty worked.
Let us slowly walk. Poor Betty. Wait. We will.
I guess you gotta go.
Oh yeah, it's further up the street to Hastings. Yeah, taxi's wasted. Oh, look how far away it was.
Wow.
With all these tourists, these shops must be thriving.
newspaper.
Hastings appears to be ill at ease.
It would be awesome.
I'll be with you in a minute, gentlemen.
Yeah, I do like that motif,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's cool.
An
That's a
old
cool place.
jukeboxy thing. I didn't know there were jukeboxes.
What a pity. I don't have any change to make it work.
Yeah, that is really peacock. Oh, we can look at ourselves in the
Ego
mirror
points.
again. Can't pass a mirror up. Old food on the tables.
This is a well-laid table. Nothing is out of place, and above all, no creases.
But that other one.
Yeah. All right, lady.
Something tells me that she's the owner of the ginger cat.
She must be the
This woman must be the owner of the ginger cat. It looks like something is bothering her.
How can I help you?
A hot chocolate and a tea for my friend, please.
I'll bring it straight away.
You're gonna
Oh, we
look
can
at her
look at her.
shit.
I need to know the time range during which Betty was working on her own. These are the different waiting staff's bills. Which ones were written by Betty?
Table 5. Usually there's the server.
But you're gonna have to look at.
Oh, I thought like
But-
when she was killed, it was like after midnight, between 12 and 1, so maybe.
I think it was saying something about which one.
But this-
Betty. Okay, because you can look. It's like,
Betty. Oh, well, I think this is the managers.
no, they're all a little different.
The AMs are the same.
Where is Betty? Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service?
Yeah, from. Because Millie worked from.
Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Who did she serve?
5 and 7. 5, 7:20.
Most probably a family. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
It's very.
7:20 p.m.
No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times.
Oh,
It's
at
too
5.
close.
So that other one. So that is one person.
Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover, maybe the murderer. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
So 1 p.m. now 11:15.
No, something's not right.
2:30. 6 to
Most probably a family. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
we did this one.
No, something's not right. Betty. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
Yeah, I feel like we've looked at all the ones.
Betty wasn't serving on her own at these 2 times. Let's keep searching.
Are we supposed to get 2 of them together?
Yeah, so I'm wondering if it's like deselecting. This one's like, no, this is a family, but that's the right times. And this one's also.
Those 2.
Most probably a single man, a whiskey. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one. No, something's not right. Maybe I should consult the register again. I must be missing something.
And that one with the family over on the far right
Yes.
here? Okay.
Because those are the 2.
Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one. Most probably a family. Betty served a family and a man on his own, a whiskey drinker.
Yeah, I didn't.
Maybe the murderer.
We'll just that
This
both.
information will help me to progress.
What? Gentlemen, what are you doing?
We're the police.
We are searching for clues, mademoiselle. My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a detective, and this is Captain Hastings. Does Betty Barnard work here?
That is correct. She should have been here a while ago. Punctuality is the first rule of politeness.
I fear that Miss Barnard will not be coming today. She has just been found, dead, on the beach a few hundred meters from the cafe.
How awful. Poor young thing. What happened?
She appears to have been murdered.
This is most distressing. How this will affect my business, I shudder to think.
Betty or say that.
What can you tell us about Miss Barnard?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Miss Barnard was my employee. Her private life was none of my business.
You did know at least that she had a young man.
Indeed.
This photo was found. Is this him?
Yes, that's him all right. But I haven't seen him for some time.
So we want to ingratiate ourselves to her because she's strict.
I find young people today very hard to understand.
You needn't tell me that. A few weeks ago, they argued just outside the cafe. Imagine what my customers must have thought.
I hope for you that it was an isolated incident. It must be difficult to keep a respectable establishment if your staff show themselves to be so shameless.
The young man only made a scene the once. Jealousy, no doubt. It must be said the young girl was very pretty.
Thank you for your time, Mademoiselle Mérion. You have been of great help.
The customer who ordered the whiskey might provide us more information. He may have been the last one to see Betty alive.
It is an interesting idea, Hastings. Maybe he is a regular guest. What do you think, mademoiselle?
I don't think so. Our regular guests tend to order tea and cakes. At this time of the year, there are a lot of tourists about you never see again.
That's what I thought. Time to visit Betty's home.
Lots of tourists, because...
Go to Betty's.
Or maybe you have to...
I think we've gone past the Barnard's house.
Luckily for me, you have an exceptional sense of direction, Hastings. You are a great explorer.
I guess that was showing us arriving.
Oh, see, there, the wall there. That door.
How do you do, mademoiselle? My name is Hercule Poirot.
I know you. You're that detective we hear all about.
I do not know if that is a compliment, but I will take it as one for now. You are Betty's sister, I believe?
Yes. My name is Megan.
Can we come in?
Please do.
I think your name wasn't Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
My parents are at the police station. I doubt they'll be up to speaking to you later.
Do not worry, we'll not bother them.
Did you know your sister's plans for yesterday evening?
No. I arrived by train this morning. My parents called me in a panic when they discovered that Betty had disappeared. She went out last night, but she didn't tell them where she was going.
What was your last conversation about?
Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother brought her a pair. The very day it happened. She was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
That's a good place for us to end this episode. We do enjoying it. And it's next time. That's going to be all for now. Bye-bye.
Bye!